All right, in my previous video right now, I basically showed people how, like, why it's a big flex for you to go ahead and call yourself like an AI instructor. But okay, so what kind of content, like to demonstrate your competency, you have to go out there and record content. What kind of content do companies really want to go ahead and see? Well, to solve this problem, what I did was very simple. I looked up a bunch of AI posts and I basically found I have a whole list right here. DM me on LinkedIn if you guys want access to them. But the way that I take a look at it is very simple. What are getting some of the biggest AI influencers out there? 2,667 comments, right? And in like 1,000 plus like impressions, versus other ones are getting like 984 comments, versus some people are getting 17, versus some people are getting like 2,895, versus some people are getting 133, 140, 113, 190. I'll tell you guys right now, and this is why we have the three major channels that we actually host. The first one, for starters, is anything that has to do with prompt engineering, AI tutorials for tools. And the more recent the tools are, the better, because the recency adds to the virality of it. So right now, everybody is going absolutely nuts over Google Nano Banana. So absolutely have something very recent. And it's all, and you can't just have like just a set number of videos. You have to keep on building. So Google Nano Banana. The second type that is actually very important is going to be basically this: managing investor expectations, okay, and communicating with investors. Because most of the companies right now, they're grabbing cash. And if you take a look at what sucks up the most amount of their time as a director of product, what they would rather go out there and be doing as a head of product, it's like investor and board regulations, right? Who the hell wants to go out there and talk to investors? If you're ready, willing, and able to do the things that nobody else wants to go ahead and do, you are a very hot commodity. Why? Because you're doing something nobody else wants to do. So it just makes sense why we are hiring you, because nobody else would want to do it. Nobody is fighting. And honestly speaking, who the hell would? Nobody is fighting to say, I will be the punching bag for the team with Sequoia Capital or Andreessen Horowitz, right? You would be the most attractive hire, even to the CEO of a startup. Like, shit, dude. The last thing I want to do is keep these guys and girls updated on what's the progress or what's not happening here, right? Because you basically have this like call every single day, and they got to see results, and you got to go ahead and drive efficiency. So if you have those types of content out, you are very hot. The other thing is step-by-step tutorials on how to go ahead and use AI products, which is why I'm creating a whole content board on like getting my people to go and just show like get a list of freaking content out there aggressively everywhere. So that this is their rationale. There are more tools than you can learn, and everything is overwhelming. If they can watch a 15-minute tutorial from you and not know anything about Google Nano Banana, and they're like, holy shit, I just learned something in 15 to 20 minutes, is like, okay, you are our go-to person, because every week something new is coming out. You are a go-to person. That means if next week Perplexity, they end up acquiring like Google Chrome and there's a bunch of cool stuff, we can just rely on you to go ahead and do on it. Two more different topics that are very hot is what I've noticed for our tech sales channel right here is actually having tutorials on how to replace a sales team, and also anything that's related to basic cybersecurity. And I notice this every single time. My man John here, he'll go out there and he'll drop something like, your biggest competitor like just replace their entire sales team, right? So I notice every single time they have something where it's just like, I just replaced an entire sales team. You get a bunch of CEOs, because sales is a very time consuming activity, but it's also extremely necessary. So if you are able to help them replace an entire sales team, building an AI agent, that is very, 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 very hot. It's like just replace a $20,000 a month sales team with AI agents. That is very, 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 very hot. So if you can go out there and actually do that on a YouTube video, extremely hot. You know what else is hot? Anything that has to do with app cybersecurity, because they take a look at this thing as an like a defensive strategy. Like basically, right now, so many apps, AI is moving so fast, and a lot of trust and safety procedures are completely bypassed. What does that basically mean for the market? That means there's a lot of vulnerabilities right now. So if you provide all this, like when something like this drops, this is like finding a cockroach in the fryer at a at a fast food burger joint, right? Ain't nobody going inside. And if like I remember, it was kind of disgusting, but there was like this they found a dead deep fried animal at a KFC. I'm not gonna in KFC in LA, and nobody wanted to eat KFC like for a while. This was like I think back in like 2013 or 14. Ugh, it's disgusting, right? So you have to go out there and not just look at the pure job description. You have to go above and beyond the job. And this is actually what I think product managers really need to understand. Being able to perform the responsibilities on the job description, that is base level minimal. That's like bare minimum. You have to go ahead and bring in some more extrinsic, some additional value onto the company. But I also want to go ahead and make it fun for you, because a lot of you guys are probably thinking to yourselves like, this is so much work. I know. I'm not trying to, but here's the thing. The more we are elevating the game here at Product Gym, the more you're going to have to get on that bandwagon eventually. So you might as well just go ahead and get on it right now. But the more, I would say the plus side is this: the more you keep calling out these apps, the more you keep on promoting them, you will eventually get a brand ambassadorship from them. And that's going to be good for you, because why? The more you promote these freaking apps, the more you promote these freaking apps, the more you're going to get paid later on, because they're going to be like, we would love for you to be a brand ambassador for us. And then that's one of the biggest flex that you have of all, because once you say you're a brand ambassador for like one of these companies like Lovable or NAN or like a WAP or like any one of these places, you think anybody's going to ever ghost you then? You think anybody's ever going to take advantage of you then? No. You think you're going to ever have to really apply for jobs? No. All the opportunities, you're going to position yourself as the person, as the authority where all the opportunities come through to you. So schedule a call, inquire about our AI product management cohort. I'm going to tell you this though, what's really going to land you the job is how they see you communicate on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on live streams. Live streams by far, bar none, is your greatest demonstration that you are legitimately good at what you do, legitimately good at what it is that you do. Because I'll tell you this, when we host live streams and you're able to go ahead and show and prompt in real time, okay, if you're able to go out there and just prompt in real time, like what John's doing here right now, you're dubbed as the hottest freaking candidate ever, by far ever. So like, and they're gonna see all of that live there. So stop wasting time. Let's get on this.